Hey you guys, this is Jess with Sourceful Journey back with another video. I wanted to do a quick little chat with you guys, just more of something I've been thinking about for the past few days. I just felt like a breeze go by me. Okay, so I'm gonna hit on this quick. That's usually, I just felt it on my left side, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I guess this is the topic I really need to focus on because I was debating on if I was going to talk about this particular topic or not, but that just confirmed it for me what I felt on my side. Okay, so I would just encourage those who are taking this spiritual path going forward. Have the mindset of being the victor, not the victim. Again, be the victor, not the victim. And what do I mean by that? Let me explain. Be the victor. What I mean by that is that instead of having the mindset of like, woe is me, especially with all that's been thrown at you, whether things may not be going the greatest at home, or maybe not at the workplace, or let's say even if you're in school, maybe amongst your classmates, things seem to be going left, right, backwards, and forwards, and you're just not quite sure what's going on. Do understand a lot of this is a test, especially if you have not done anything of ill will, and it's a part of the journey. Just know that, and just know that you're not going it alone. But at the same time, thoughts become things. I say this a lot in my videos as well. So you have to be very careful with your thoughts when this stuff does pop up. So don't feel like that you are a victim, like you're a helpless victim, or like, oh, woe is me. I don't know where I'm going through this, or, why? Don't question the journey. Just take it by the sails and just ride the wave. Take it by the wind sails and ride the wave. Because think about this, the very things that you pray about that you want to come to fruition, or that you write about in regards to your manifestation journals, in order for some of that stuff to come to fruition, certain things have to be moved out of the equation, people included. Take it for what it is and just move forward. When you start to see those things move, don't complain or cry about it. Thank God for it, because you know He's preparing some things behind the scenes for you to make those dreams of yours become a reality. Sometimes we get so used to social conditioning and so used to how things are that we're afraid to take that leap because it's taking us out of our sense of comfortability. All the while, we still are putting those requests up to God's ear, wanting A, B, and C, but we're not willing to give a little, or to give enough space to make it do what it do. Allow him to make it do what it do, baby. What's that? Who was that? Ray Charles? Yeah. Allow him to make it do what it do. That's why they laugh about that. Okay. I don't know how that popped in like that, but yeah, we're going to go with that. Make it do what it do. I say all that to say, when you do that, when you do just that, it opens up floodgates like no other. And before you know it, months or even a year down the line, you'll be looking at where you are then versus where you were before. And you'll be like, wow, I'm so glad. I'm so thankful I did just that. I can't think of the number of times, and I told you guys about this in some of my earlier videos. I tend to be like more of a type A person, but I tend to be very much an orderly type. I don't like chaos when it comes to things not being organized or plans not being set in motion. If I come across something like that, I'm the one to get it back in motion and get it back in order. It's just like it's either that or it's nothing at all. So for me personally, being that type of person when it comes to my personality type, I found it hard for the very things that I wanted in my life. I found it hard to let go of what I was accustomed to, the lifestyle that I was accustomed to as far as with work, living in a certain area that I lived in, things like that. But I wanted more. And I had to learn to let go and let God. And in doing so, allowing Him and the spiritual team to do what they do best. In regards to doing that, it was the best decision I could have ever made because things started to move quick like no other. And the very things that I wrote down or prayed about and all of that over time started to come to fruition just like that. I'm like, oh wow. And some of the stuff, it was actually items I forgot that I prayed about, that I wanted. denied, or you could say wished upon a star for. And to realize like, oh, I wished upon a star for this like X amount of months or a year ago, but God still remembered. And to my surprise, all of a sudden that thing or that offer is like right there in front of you. You're like, oh wow, I forgot I did pray about this, or I wrote this down. So again, in a sense, allowing God and the spiritual team to take the will when it comes to this thing called life, and when it comes to our journey and what we want in terms of our desires. It's just that simple. You have to be able to bend a little to be able to obtain. It's just that simple. So that is all for this quick video. So in closing, just have more of the mindset that I am not the victim, but instead, I am the victor. Again, thoughts become things. So the moment we can program ourselves to think more in a positive approach, and not saying that it's not being realistic. You know, you still want to be a realist in the process, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt to have some sense of optimism throughout the journey as well. You'll notice a shift within your space like no other when you do just that. A lot of times when we talk about this in these videos, you guys, we're not blowing hot air. We're saying it because we've experienced it, or we are currently experiencing it. Without saying too much. And another thing, when these things start to happen in your life, be silent about it until it's done, until it's all done. Protect it, to put it plainly. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I definitely want to welcome all the newcomers who are joining my pages. I do see you guys and I appreciate you. Consultations are still open. All the details pertaining to what I do as far as being a keynote speaker, things of that nature, all that information is on my website as well. And as always, you guys, I am definitely sending you off with love and light, and I'll see you in the next video. Be blessed, you guys.